Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Keith Condensed. Basically, this is where I go around browsing around the internet and trying to find some news that's specific to you, the investor, and also specific to my portfolio. So today we are going to be getting into a topic that, is pretty hot. I feel like moving forward, probably into 2019, it will definitely be like in our faces in 2019. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. Today, we are talking about Lyft is asking banks for pitches to underwrite their IPO. I know, you're like, what? Like, I thought Uber would be first, maybe now Lyft. Lyft is, by the way, guys, the second largest ride-sharing hauling company, and they did recently just ask the banks to submit formal pitches to do the underwriting for their IPO. This is like all hearsay kind of stuff, though, because there's not really any sources that are claimed. Like right here, it said Lyft is targeting March or April for the offering, said the people who asked not to be identified because the matter is private. So it's like it's credible, but it might not be all that credible, right? So also Uber is apparently aiming for next year as well. I think that Lyft is just trying to come out before because it does kind of make it a little bit better. Like if, for instance, their earnings are bad or their financials are not as good, they can go ahead and maybe get a better price per share for their stock than, like, say, Uber, who's going to be ultimately compared to Lyft when they go public. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but in the article I was reading, basically, if a bank does an IPO, so say like Bank of America or Merrill Lynch does an IPO for Lyft, they can't go do an IPO for Uber. You can't have a conflicting like interest of two companies that are competitive in the same market. So I didn't know that moving into IPOs, but it's something that's interesting. So it would make sense. That's why Lyft might be trying to kind of get out there first, get as many bids as they can, maybe get the best price per the IPO underwriting. Lyft in June was valued at $15 billion in their private funding round that was announced in June. Obviously, the company raised more than $6 million in a round that was led by Fidelity Management and a research company. So obviously big news as far as the ride-sharing industry goes. And then second of all, like as far as investors go, for me, I think that this is a company that I will look seriously into getting into, and also Uber. I don't know if they've got more room to expand as far as right now goes, but I do see a lot of value within these companies. And so I will definitely be really diving into both of these companies pretty hardcore as far as research goes before I start looking to invest my money. Anyways, we'll go ahead and leave it right there. I'd love to know your thoughts, comments, criticisms. Are you looking to invest into like a ride-sharing app company? And if so, would you do Uber or Lyft as far as owning stock? Feel free to let me know down in the comments below. Until next time, it's your boy, Coach Keith. Peace out.